Welcome back to Rock and Round Garage. I know it's been a little while since I did a video, but I'm at the point where it's all little small things that need to be done. I got a few of them done. Got the radiator hoses on, fan belts on, a little bit of the starter wiring done. Just some odds and ends. Horn, stuff like that. Working on the gas line. I'm going to go ahead and put the shocks in, the rear shocks. Right here, this one. Rear shocks. I'm going to attempt power steering lines. We can put the radiator in, the hose is already on, and stuff like that. Fan belts are done. Put a new oil filter on it because the other one was too long. Yeah, certain stuff like that. So let me get started on it, get it scooted up a little bit, jacked up. I cleaned the garage all up. Galaxy's outside right now. If it starts to rain, I gotta shut it down and bring it in. There's the LS for the Model A, or whatever I decide to put it in. It's 6.0. The quarter panel extension for the Galaxy, I had the wrong one. I had one for a 63 thinking they were the same, and they're not. So I sent it back. The guy gave me credit. Classic sheet metal right there. Perfect. He did a great job. Call him for any of your Ford Galaxy needs. He's got sheet metal for various vehicles. He gave me the credit for the old one, and even though I've had it since November or December, and gave me a deal on the new one. So I got that going. There's the shocks for the Maverick we're going to put on right now. All right. I'm going to get a light going here. Once again, I'll try not to blind you. Get this baby jacked up and to see what we're working with. These are them. There's the shock. There it is. So, right there and right there. That shouldn't be bad. Right there and right there. Try to get it all in one shot. Yeah. There and there. That should be okay. So, there and there. I got some other shock extender / bolt things. I'm saying we got options. Check this out. Sorry. I've had these from previous builds. All of those. This come with the shock. I imagine there's that. Yeah. So I have plenty. So we're going to slap a couple on here. See what it takes. Good. So let me oh, watch that, scratch that new gas tank. Tight. That way over there. Well, it might. It might. And it's gonna. Because I have mounting options. See that? Let's see what we can do with that. Good enough. All right, I gotta get something to cut that off of. Cut that off. There you go. Shocks. Shocks. Installed. Good enough. Jack stand. Iffy. Jack stand. Iffy. Gotta get out from under this thing. Okay. What we got going on here is this fuel line has to go all the way back to there. So I'm gonna put a little hose, more fuel line. I got some left. Let me get this light out of your guys' way. Let me make sure it's not blinding, because I am pretty good at that. Yeah. That line up and around and down to there. Okay. So what we're going to do, and I sure would like to go around that and up to here, but I think we'll be all right. We'll just run it right tight up in there. What's that? We might have holes already in there. Look at that. Boom. One. Nice. We're going to run right along the top. Send this baby up and out of the way. Connect it here. Nice soft aluminum line. Yeah. That's okay. Just pull this out. Just there you go. Nice. Tuck it up in there. There you go. Okay. Put a gas line on. Oh, you're right in there? There's my groundskeeper right there. Say hi, groundskeeper. Maybe you have got to edit that out. I don't think I'm gonna. You will. We're good. That's there. That's there. We're connected. I gotta find that line that goes to the fuel center, gas tank center. You guys see it yet? Oh yeah. Okay. Now this usually would run around the side of the tank and go to the front, but we got rid of that. We got a different tank. We got a bigger tank. Yep. So what we got is only going to run alongside here and plug right in, right in. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, I'll zip tie this to here. You really don't want to run your any kind of power line next to a fuel line in case it springs a leak, starts leaking down. Here's what we got. This right here is supposed to go down there and plug that hole. I believe I got it. We got that part done. I don't know how much of that you're going to see, but we got a little bit of a mess going on. So the shocks are in. Got to put the wheel back on. Got to put these screws in. These screws down here, I could do that. So that's a gas tank nozzle. That'll be done. I think pretty much, besides putting the new taillights, bulbs and stuff in, that'll be done. So we can take shocks. Done. Where is finish gas tank? Finish fuel line assembly. Half done. Okay, because we have to do that part. Where we at here? Get out of the way. That part. There and there. We'll do that. Put in line fuel filter. All right. All right. Got the gas neck bolted on. Screw down. Light bulbs in. Wiring somewhat tucked away. We're getting it. There's my wife again. All right. A lot more to go. Stay tuned. All right, radiator's all in. I've got to work on that transmission cooler lines. I've got to get some more fittings for that. Radiator hoses are on. It's bolted up. I've had to do a little bit of a modification, but it's hot rodding. That's what we do. Alrighty. Let me check some stuff off the list if I can. Radiator. Honk. Done. Hoses. Totally done. Okay. Isolator line done. Plug distributor wires. Trunk latch is not done. Power steering lines are not done. That's another thing I'll wrestle with soon. So stay tuned. Alright. We're back again. Got the radiator all installed. It was a bear. Fuel lines hooked up front and rear. Radiator hoses are on, tight. I'm working on the cooler, transmission cooler lines. It's going to come out here. And I'm waiting on a couple extensions on those 6AN fittings. Right now I'm going to attempt the power steering lines. I got 2 of them right here. I actually bought 3 so I wouldn't have to, wait on another one. So hopefully 2 of them work. One's a return, one's a pressure. So we're going to make it work. All right. All right. Got the power steering lines on. Low pressure, high pressure. Had to bend it away from the header a little bit, but we got it. Down here, had to put it on the power steering assist pump. Clamped it out of the way. It was a real bear to do, but we got it. So we're chipping away at it one bite at a time. Radiator's installed, fuel pump, fuel line, power steering lines. I got to work on the shifter linkage. A couple odds and ends, transmission lines I told you that I'm waiting on some fittings. Got an oil pressure gauge coming, so when I start it up I can watch it. All right, let me check off a couple things off the list. here. Let's see what we got. Power steering lines right there. Done. Nice and tight. So, distributor and wires, oil and plugs, exhaust dumps, I got to do that. Modulator line, I got to make that. Torque converter bolts, I got them. Shifter linkage is going to be questionable. I want to run the column shift, but I might have to do a floor shift. And the wiring, I'm still working on that. Fuel line assembly is done. I got the right here to run it to the carb. Put my inline fuel filter there. All right, still chipping.